shout out to T, one of the sisters that subscribed to Pink Book Lessons and a supporter. She said, Pink Book, can you do a case analysis on why women should be concerned with the man's financial status? Because I see a lot of men complaining about how women are always in their, quote, pockets, being, quote, nosy. Because I know you will come with realistic reasons why women should be and why women shouldn't be in a man's pocket. I know this woman who is dating this man who is like 6 years older than her. They discussed getting married and having a child together. She asked him his income and he didn't want to tell her. When he asked her why she wanted to know, she replied because he was on fixed income, a veteran, and also paid child support for 3 children. She was concerned that financially, children didn't make sense for them. To which his reply was, it didn't concern her. She said she felt like he was getting the impression that she was a gold digger, or that's how he made the conversation turn. However, an even older man at work was listening to her tell us this, and his reply was that serious-minded men would disclose this kind of information and that women shouldn't feel ashamed to ask. I want to know your thoughts. Thanks. She provided me some more information. She said the woman is 29 years old, 3 children, a decent co-parenting thing with her children's father, some college debt, but has a good job. She is fit and very nice. And yes, he has 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, no relationship with the kids at all. She actually found out about the 3rd kid during the relationship. They've been together for 4 months, but were friends for like a year before. He has no job, did some jail time, and she said he jokes about selling drugs. He probably has bad credit from the child support. Oh, and a divorce, but constantly calls her his wife, and he loves her so much and blah blah. He is almost 40 and living in a terrible neighborhood in a studio apartment. Because of his record, I told her he's not like most men. He's not going to accumulate wealth over time because he can't get a job with a past drug charge that easily. He claimed he gets VA benefits, but I don't know. Most of that probably goes to child support anyway. So first off, this woman, she's 29 years old. She has 3 kids. She's no longer in a relationship with her kid's father. She went to college. She has some debt and she has a job, which she's going to have a job to take care of 3 kids and to help pay that debt. And she's an attractive woman as well. But at the end of the day, the job doesn't matter. Not only does she have 3 kids, but she has debt as well. She's looking for a guy to be the stepfather to her kids, come in and pay bills to help alleviate her from those responsibilities so she could probably spend more money on debt repayment or to buy more things. So she wants a sucker, basically, to come over there and take care of the other guy's 3 kids. Even though she and the baby daddy, they don't have any issues like that with each other, at the end of the day, they're still not together. So those kids are with the mom. If the stepdad comes in, he'll be spending more time with her kids than their own father. He'll be the one there with them every day. This guy in question, who brags about selling drugs or something, sounds like a pookie. He has 3 kids of his own, but he doesn't have a relationship with them, yet he pays child support. And this is also why being a stepfather doesn't make any sense. What kind of man is going to go over there spending more time with someone else's kids, another man's kids, than his own kids? And when you're a stepfather, unless you have full custody of your kids, that's going to be the situation always. Not only that, why would her kids respect you? You're not their dad. And let me tell you, kids, they will remind you too. Just make them mad. They'll be the first one to say, you're not my daddy. You don't tell me what to do. And even the mother, she's not going to allow him to discipline her kids. These days, it's hard for biological kids to give their parents respect because of the way these kids are raised. Why do you think they're going to respect a stepfather? Another thing, how do you think all these horrible cases come up when bad things happen to children just because their mom left them with some random man? That's why I say the fathers out there, get custody of your kids. All mothers don't do this, but when you see she has a pattern of leaving the kids with people, or she has a sketchy boyfriend or something, just get your kids. But yeah, single mothers, stop bringing random men around your kids. To answer your question, in this case, she has no business asking him how much money he makes. Why are they talking about that? Why are they even talking about anything? She should not be taking this seriously in the first place. And she can get an estimate basically of how much money he makes by the information she got right now. I know she's looking for an ATM. I know she's tired of working all the time and also having to take care of those kids every day on her own. But the only way to fix that is to get back with her baby daddy. Yes, instead of sitting up here trying to be Inspector Gadget and figure out how much this other guy makes and arguing about what should be disclosed and what shouldn't be disclosed, she need to be doing the work to figure out why she and her baby daddy didn't get along. Make those necessary adjustments, call them up, and they need to get back together. Because no decent man is about to come over there and invest in her 3 kids. The only man fit to invest in her 3 kids will be the father of those 3 kids. She already chose her man when she allowed him to drop 3 babies in her. You made your choice, so stop playing these games to go get your man back. Now, in general, when it comes to money, money is a major issue, especially when you're talking about relationships. It's often cited as one of the top reasons for divorce filings. Couples having arguments about money. By the time you're moving in with each other, you're going to start discussing numbers. There are questions, though, that you can ask people to find out if they are financially responsible, because that's really what the argument is usually about. People believing that their significant other is not financially responsible. You can start to examine their traits, their buying behaviors, things like that from the beginning. Just like when women ask men in the beginning, oh, what do you do for work? Well, that's their way of getting an estimate of how much money you make. If they know where you work or what kind of work you do, they can easily go on the internet and find out an estimate of the average pay for that position. Should you disclose how much money you make on the first date or the first couple of dates? No. But before you start merging your lives together, you're going to have the discussion. This is going to be disclosed. And when I say merging your lives together, I'm talking about moving in or engagement or marriage. That's when the real actual numbers are probably going to be displayed around that time. However, like I was saying before, you can still have the conversation early in a relationship. Like, how do you feel about 50-50 relationships? Or how do you feel about being the 100% sole provider for the family? The wife is at home with the kids. These hypothetical questions can be asked without having to disclose how much money he makes. Like in the example before, she has an idea on whether or not that guy can take care of her and her 3 kids. And she's already aware that he can. Fixed income, child support, living in the hood, that all means that you have to still work. He's not going to be taking care of you while you have his baby. You already know this. So why the need for him to give you the exact number? I don't know. You already know it's not enough. There is a study done by Polygenius. They talked about couples and their money secrets. People are hiding purchases from their significant other and even financial accounts. 13% have a secret checking account. 12% have a secret savings account. 12% have a secret credit card. 9% have a secret retirement account. 7% have a secret life insurance policy. And get this, 6% have a secret will. I know a woman right now who's married, has 1 child with her husband, and she will not disclose how much she makes. In fact, she lied to him and told him that she was making about $25,000 a year when she's making over $80,000. She has an accurate account and makes sure she controls all of his money, so she knows exactly what he's bringing into the table, and she delegates how he's gonna spend it. But the same people that will hide everything are the same people that will want you to disclose everything. In my opinion, husband, wives, people in serious long-term relationships, you should be transparent with each other. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to each individual couple what they want to disclose and how soon they want to do it. Took a poll here. When should you disclose finances in a relationship? 11% says dating phase within months. 25% of you said whenever you're getting into a monogamous relationship. But most of you believe that finances should be disclosed before moving in together. That's 43% of you. And then 21% said that you should disclose finances prior to engagement. Shout out to the people who commented. Otis Michael says, bills paid? We got everything we need? That's all she needs to know. Cindy says, if we're talking with the intention of building a serious relationship, I want to know pretty much immediately. Singing Chef says, technically on the first date, if she says she got her graduate degree, you can assume she has debt. Mr. Zen Cruz, he says, before moving in, my trust comes in stages. Shout out to my sister High Definition. She said the moment y'all decide to marry. And Mr. Oliver Williams, he said, my wife and I did so after engagement and fixed everything debt before marriage. To wrap things up here today, money is a major issue. For sure, before you take anyone seriously, you're going to discuss finances. The problem is that most people think they're in a serious relationship and they're not. They may be into someone in a certain way and the other person, they're really not into them that way. Like T's friend. She's talking about she and her boyfriend of 4 months. They are talking about marriage. She probably mentioned marriage, but they are not seriously talking about being together, and they're not talking about marriage. She's only saying this to make it seem like they're in a serious relationship so that she can justify her pocket watching. But it's obvious that it's nothing here to be taken seriously on either side. Before even thinking about money, there are red flags clearly here that will signal for both of them not to take each other seriously. And instead of worrying about his income, sis, you should be more concerned in making sure that you guys do not produce any more kids, because he has 3 already and you have 3 already. Neither one of you should be thinking about that right now. You really need to stop talking to him anyway and figure out what you need to do to get your baby daddy back. How can y'all fix that relationship together so your 3 kids can have both of you? Now I want to hear from you guys. When do you think is the right time to disclose income, debt, expenses? 29-year-old single mother of 3. Is her boyfriend wrong for assuming that she's a gold digger? For asking him how much money he made 4 months into their relationship? Let me know what y'all think about that below. Want to see more content like this? Support this channel by hitting up the Cash App. The link is below in the description. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis on topics like this? You want to make sure you subscribe to this channel? Go ahead and click that subscribe button, the notification bell, and all, so that you're notified whenever I drop a new video. And don't forget to like and share.